I prefer the ride in this over the more, and that's definitely to do with the outsole. So this outsole has certainly... First impression review I've got for you guys today is the New Balance Trail More V3. Now I've actually had this shoe for a very long time, but didn't think to run in it because I actually thought it looked too good to run in, and especially for the trails. I was just going to wear it for a casual shoe. But curiosity got the best of me. I've taken it out for a couple of runs, and these are my first impressions. Right, so checking out our quick specs here. Now this one retails in Australia at $250, $160 in the US. But online now, as I've just mentioned before, there are some huge discounts on this shoe, so make sure you go check that one out. Weight-wise, pretty hefty shoe in the weight here, 11.3 ounces or 320 grams. That's in your men's size 9 now. It actually doesn't feel like a super heavy shoe, to be quite honest. I think the shoe is actually quite balanced. Now, stack height's big stack, 40 millimeters in the rear, 36 in the front, and that gives us a 4 millimeter drop. Right, so in our upper here, we've got a engineered mesh. Now this engineered mesh, it's got breathing holes all the way through it. However, it's quite thick, so it's more of a double layer, and it feels like it's got some foam or some spongy stuff on the inside layer. So breathability could be better, and it's probably going to soak up a fair bit of sweat, I would say, and probably not be the best shoe in the super wet conditions. Heel counter wise, pretty solid heel counter, as you can see there. We've got a heel little pull tab here that's obviously just for looks. You don't really need that. We've got some reinforcement around the entire sort of rim of the shoe there, where the upper meets the midsole. And we've got a bit of a toe protect zone as well, just a little bit of added protection there from the rocks on the trail. Padding wise, probably medium amount of padding around the heel collar there. It's very nice though, very comfortable. Same amount of padding in the tongue as well. Lots of breathing holes in the mesh, so even the material that they're using around the heel collar and all through the tongue, it's all meshed, it's all got breathing holes all the way through it. But the tongue, it is not fully gusset. The gusset doesn't come around to the sidewalls of the shoe. It's actually just sewn in to the top of the shoe. But yeah, it's quite nice. Obviously that's gonna stop the shoe, the tongue from moving around a great deal. Now these laces are definitely not made for purpose. So for me, they just look like they look good. They're so heavy, they're so thick, they sort of look like tracksuit pant material, fleecy material. Yeah, they're definitely, if you're definitely going to use this one properly on the trails, you're going to replace these laces straight away. And in the fit, definitely true to size in the length. Toe box, it's probably about medium in the toe box, so it's not a super wide toe box, there's not a lot of volume, and it's not narrow. Just really nicely air in the middle. Now build quality in this shoe, especially for the upper, very, very nice. And comfort, it's extremely comfortable. In the outsole here, Vibram rubber outsole. Now that's what you want to see on your trail shoe. Pretty much all the good trail shoes these days are using this sort of rubber. We don't really have an aggressive tread pattern or anything like that, but this shoe is not designed to go in those super technical trails. This shoe's a cruiser. It's for your easy days out in the trails, and just easy. This is fine, even just on the bitumen road as well. I've found it not too sticky, not too grippy. It does a great job to add actually some stability to this midsole. So in the midsole here, massive stack of Fresh Foam X. So obviously it's one of the softest foams on the market, this Fresh Foam X. So it's obviously got the same DNA as the More V4, which is a shoe that I absolutely love. It's just so soft and so squishy. So this one, pretty much the same shoe. They've just added some little trail features on it, and this is what we get. Geometry wise, we've got a bit of a forefoot rocker as well, and I can tell you it is more pronounced in this shoe than what it is in the More V4. So you can definitely feel the rocker more, and I think that's to do with this outsole, which is giving this shoe a little bit of structure, a little bit of rigidity on the bottom, which I think the More V4 needed. Right, and so how does it ride? Well, I was pleasantly surprised with this shoe. It actually took me off guard, and that's why I've just decided to put a review on it, because I need to talk about how good this ride is. It's so comfortable, it's so soft. It's got a good amount of bounce to it as well. So just in the middle of the shoe, it's got some bounce right through the middle of the shoe. And yeah, this rocker, it's not aggressive, but it's just right, just to tick those legs over. So it's a beautifully soft cushion ride. rolls you, bounces you up, rolls you onto the rocker, and off you go. It's probably one of the most comfortable rides, or certainly that I've ever tried in a trail shoe, and it's certainly up there with one of the most comfortable rides that I've ever had in a road shoe as well. So I prefer the ride in this over the more, and that's definitely to do with the outsole. So this outsole has certainly given the shoe some much needed structure. So it's given them a little bit more harder surface for this foam to work better for. So I'm getting more bounce and more of a rocket sensation in the trail version over the road version. So I absolutely love it. I don't get that sink back feeling like I did in the More V4. This shoe for me is just amazing. So perfect on those really slow recovery days where you can just plod along when you're on your feet on the trails all day. This ride is just beautiful. So likes in this shoe, obviously I absolutely love the ride in this shoe, and I also think it is an amazing looking shoe. Okay, and what I'm still figuring out is certainly the colorways that this shoe does come out in. I've seen this shoe come out in just pure white, and obviously you're not going to have a pure white shoe on the trails. I think a lot of this shoe is definitely cosmetic, not really fit for purpose, but geez, it's a very nice ride. And dislikes in this shoe, certainly your shoelaces. So if you buy this shoe, just replace these shoelaces. Okay, so best shoes for me, certainly easy days, you're jogging when you just need to plod along and save the legs. It's just as good on the road as what it is on the trail as well. So very, very nice. When you've got a long day out in the trails for your long runs on your trails, this shoe is going to be amazing for that. Again, what it is not good for, it's not a speed day shoe, and it's not designed to go on that super technical muddy stuff. So just wrapping it up, I'm very surprised with what this shoe delivered for me. So I can't believe I waited so long to run in this shoe. Yeah, it really took me by surprise. Couldn't believe how nice and comfortable and bouncy and soft it was. Oh, this is a good ride. If you got a chance to get this shoe, save yourself some bucks and get out and buy it, because it is a really nice recovery easy day shoe. For me, I think it's better than the More V4, and I think the ride for me is also better than the 1080 V13. So it's still early days for me, but this is gonna be my easy day recovery day shoe. I don't care where I run in it. I'm gonna run on the road, and I'm gonna run on the dirt road, on the trails. I'm gonna use it everywhere. This is a winner, this shoe. So anyway, guys, that's it from me. Keen to hear your thoughts on my first impressions review here. If you've got any questions, please just drop them in the comments below. And also, if you've got any experience in this shoe, because it has been around for a long time, feel free to share your thoughts on this shoe as well. I'd love to read those. But anyway, guys, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. Make sure you give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.